going on, everybody? It's your boy Danny Hendricks. You're now tuning in fresh off the net, and I'm here to come at you with an album review for the Weeknd's Starboy. Check it out. So on November 25th, The Weeknd has blessed us with another album, which was named Starboy. Now, I've had this conversation with one of my friends about how is he gonna follow up with, what his last album was, which was Beauty Behind Madness. In my opinion, that's one of his greatest albums. He's dropped his studio albums by to date. Even after Starboy came out, I still think Beauty Behind Madness is one of the most perfect albums he's dropped. That's his Take Care of albums. How Drake's best album is Take Care. How Kendrick Lamar's best album to me is Good Kid, Mad City. That's that Take Care album for him. That album consists of hits like Earned It, Often, Acquainted, In the Night, Can't Feel My Face, The Hills, Shameless, Dark Times feature Ed Sheeran. Man, that album was just sick. It was fucking sick, and I didn't know if he could ever top it, or at least try to match it. But he dropped a new album, which was named Starboy. Now we all knew he was he was coming out with this album. He dropped the first single a while ago, I want to say maybe 2 months, 3 months almost tops, which was his single Starboy, actually, which is the album's name as well. Now, when I first heard the song, I thought it was different. I'm like, okay, he's approaching a new style. He's more into techno, and not only because it's featuring Daft Punk and whatnot, but it's just the beat and the beat itself. So if you compare how that song is to how the songs around Beauty Behind Madness, Beauty Behind Madness is I'd say it's a much slower pace of an album for sure. It's more deeper and more sensual, I guess. But Starboy, it had me wondering when I actually first heard his first single off of the album, which I actually liked. I liked Starboy the song. I actually liked it. But, it just kind of made me okay, so what is he going to do with this album? Is it going to be something where he tries too hard to be different? Or is it going to be okay, a couple songs that has its own taste to it? So he dropped another song off the album, which was named False Alarm. Now, I'm going to say right now, that song is probably one of my least favorite songs on the album. I think I like it a lot better now than how much I liked it when I first listened to it, which was my first reaction video. The song itself is just staying like a course. It's just, I don't know. It was just weird to me. So it kind of made me think okay, so this guy, he really is trying to do a techno approach, and I don't know how I feel about that, because when I listen to The Weeknd, I listen to slow, soothing, sexual, drug abuse, type songs, and that's what The Weeknd is. That's how he's always been since House of Balloons. That his first mixtape he's dropped being solo at least. But I actually gave this album a listen even after the first day it came out, because I couldn't listen to it because obviously it was on Thanksgiving, and I was with friends and family and whatnot. But the following day, all day, I had the album on just repeat, just to listen to everything. And I gotta say, this album is actually really, really good. It's great, actually. It's great. Do I think it's better than Beauty Behind Madness? No, but it's still actually really good. It could potentially be his best second studio album. Because Kissland to me was okay, but it wasn't as it didn't really grasp my attention as much as Beauty Behind Madness and whatnot. And I don't know if you could consider the three mixtape, the trilogy, as a real studio album, because those three albums did come out as mixtapes first, which was House of Balloons, Thursday, and Echoes of Silence. So I wouldn't really consider it a studio album because, it's like we've heard it already and he just remastered it and put it as a CD. So, But, let's talk about Starboy. So, he approaches to this album a lot different for sure. I mean, there's still those same lyrics that, we know and love about The Weeknd, with the drugs and with the women and being coked out and, all that stuff, what we know Abel for, the best, And his album was really, really good. Okay, so start off with Party Monster. It was good. It was good for what it was, but it's a good listen. It's a good listen for sure. There's no doubt that it's a good listen. Reminder was actually a really good, a really dope song to listen to. It was I don't know why, it kind of reminded me of Crew Love a little bit. It's just mellow. I mean, he wasn't really hitting the vocals as much, but it's just something about the beat and the way he was flowing on it. It was just sick as hell. Another song I really liked was Secrets. Not too much people are really talking about that song, but to me, it just I like the beat to it. It just has that. There's that one certain tone in it where it just sounds like there's an 80s type theme to it, and it's pretty sick, And for this album, he didn't really have too many features, maybe 3 different features. He had Lana Del Rey, Kendrick Lamar, and also Daft Punk on two of his songs. But coming to this album and expecting it to even top what Beauty Behind Madness was is just, it's crazy because when you think about that album, it was almost perfect to me. It was almost perfect. There's some songs I listen to here and there, but I don't really prefer it. But that album's almost perfect to me. One of my favorite songs off this album, though, for sure, and everybody's talking about it too, is "Die For You." Now, this song is just the way how he catches his rhythm and the notes he hits and the lyrics is just amazing. You can tell he put so much emotion into that song. How he just his tone is da 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 da. It kind of has that Marvin's Room similar type flow, fuck that nigga that you it sounds like that, and it actually reminded me a lot of Marvin's Room. The Weeknd, dude, like I said, he's hands down one of the best artists in our generation, for damn sure. People will compare him to MJ. I don't know if I'd go that far, but I'd say he's the new generation of just MJ, but with more drug abuse. His album was actually surprisingly good. And, I say that because, all the albums we had this year, they were mediocre, The most decent album I actually liked was Frank Ocean's Blonde. But, other than that, we had Kanye West's Life of Pablo, I thought was whatever. Even Drake's album Views, I thought it would have been a lot better. I thought this album was going to be the holy grail of rap albums, but not really. There's 3 to 4 songs that I've been on that album. Who else? Kendrick Lamar dropped an album. I didn't really care for it as well. So I think that The Weeknd actually put one of the best albums out in 2016, unless if J. Cole hits us with an album by the end of this month. That shit would be nuts. But, who knows what would happen. But anyways, so this album, it's very different from how the other ones were, but it still has its similarities as well. The sound is different, but the feeling is still the same. I guess you could put it that way. I give this album an 8 out of 10 for sure. you know, to me, it's just okay. Well, hold on. Before I say anything, I just want to say right now, I don't like his haircut. I just don't like what he did with his hair. Like, what the hell happened to, you know, like how his hair looked like a pineapple, you know, like that's what made the Weeknd stand out from, like, you know, everybody else. Like, what's that dude with the, whatever the hell that is on his head, you know? And I don't get why he did it, but, you know, he, new style, new sound, new change, you know, I guess. But anyways, you know, I really, really enjoyed this album, and I'm actually still listening to it as well. I'm not, like, you know, I'm not just getting to listen to it, give a review, and then just throw it aside. No, I'm still actually listening to it. I actually like it a lot, and maybe I'll actually grow to love this album even more, you know, as I'm listening to it. But, you know, with Beauty Behind Madness, I literally let that track, like that CD play from 1 through, you know, whatever, how many songs are on there. And I was just like, wow, that album was fucking great. You know, to me, I think that's always going to be his best album. So anyways, though, we're going to see him in April. I'm actually going to go to his concert in Inglewood on April 30th at the Forum. So we'll see how that goes. And, you know, of course, I'm going to give my concert review as well for that. So we'll see how it goes. But, you know what, I want to say great job to Abel. You know, he pulled it off. I thought this album was going to be like, you should have not done this. You should have went back to your old ways. But no, he pulled it off, and it was amazing. It was amazing for sure. Another song I advise you guys to listen to is Sidewalks featuring Kendrick Lamar. Talks about how, like, you know, when he was poor and whatnot, and just like, it's just crazy to see, like, you know, what hard work shows, like, you know, what hard work, you know, can accomplish. And it's just, this guy, he's, like I said, he's one of the greatest artists of our generation right now. And, you know, you guys can call me crazy, you guys can say, like, oh, you're a dick writer, this and that. But you know what? It just doesn't lie, man. It really just does not lie at all. Check this out. Hold up. Son of a bitch. Look at that. So, well, you can't really see it, but it's a light up EXO sign that I actually like to keep on. And it switches colors, I guess. I didn't even know that. Anyways, though, thanks for tuning in, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this review. And, you know, if you have not listened to the album yet, please listen to the album. It's amazing. You know, Tidal. On Tidal? Probably. Apple Music for sure. Spotify. It broke Spotify records, by the way. Congratulations to Abel. Terrific album. Terrific album. It's for sure something to look forward to listening to a lot more. Anyways, I'm your boy, Danny Hendricks. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. I'm out.